Aloha, Sharks fans. Welcome back to Sharks Weekly, your inside look at Hawaii Pacific University athletics, right here on Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760. We're live in Manoa, powered by DSE Hawaii, and today we're talking HPU women's basketball. It's an exciting new chapter for the program under head coach Brent Gibson, who's entering his first season at the helm of the Sharks. Coach Gibson brings an incredible resume to the islands, spanning high school, collegiate, and leadership roles across Kentucky, Arkansas, and Florida. A two-time Region Coach of the Year and former collegiate head coach, has now focused on building something special right here at HPU. Joining us today are two Sharks ready to make an impact. Local guard Kyra Tanabe and a two-time state champion from Iolani School, and Abbey Hadsell, a 6'1" forward from Folsom, California, bringing size and experience to the lineup. But before we get started, just wanted to thank Paul Breck, our in-studio producer. How are you doing today, Paul?
I'm doing well. Excited to be back. Excited that it's just about basketball season. We've got a fun group here today that a lot of new faces we have to learn about. Two of them here to join us, and I guess one at the helm as well. So excited to learn more, excited to chat with these folks, and just excited to be back in general.
Yeah, 15 new players, Coach. So let's talk a little bit about your journey and your experience that you're bringing to HPU this year.
Yeah, real excited to be here, and appreciate you guys having us on this morning for sure. So thank you. Really excited about our upcoming season. A little bit about me. This is my first year here at the head coaching position. I was on staff last year with Coach Alvarado. Really enjoyed my time and learned a lot from him. Appreciated his willingness to give me a chance. I started my career in West Palm Beach, Florida at Palm Beach Atlantic University. Actually started on the men's side. And I played there, got on staff, and I was kind of the low man on the totem pole. And there was a job opportunity to move up. I probably made a whopping, $10 more a month or something. I don't know. And I was like, oh yeah, I need that $10. And so I got on the women's staff and was there for a couple of years. Eventually became the head coach and loved my time there. And then I was getting ready to make a move. I was really focused on trying to move up the ladder a little bit, and there were some opportunities in North Florida. There's some opportunities in Indianapolis, and interviewed for those. And then my wife and I were like, let's kind of slow down. Let's get something a little bit more stable. And so then I moved into the high school. My wife is from Arkansas, so we moved to Arkansas, started coaching and teaching at the high school level, coached both boys and girls there in Arkansas, and had a great time there, and moved back to Kentucky where I'm from, got into coaching. Then I got a phone call from my principal, who was on the fast track to superintendent, and she's like, "You're going to be the next athletic director." And I was like, I really love what I'm doing. But then again, it was an opportunity for me to make a little money, and as well as be it a better opportunity for me to spend with my kids. So I got into administration, became an assistant principal, athletic director, did that, and then came out here to had an opportunity to move out and spent the last 3 years over in Kaneohe at Castle High School. And so loved my time there at Castle. Got a chance to work with Coach Wendell with the women's basketball a little bit over there before coming over here with Coach Alvarado. So that's a little bit about me and kind of where I am, and just, again, really excited and appreciative of the opportunity to be here.
So you started as collegiate player.
I did.
And then you went into coaching. What made you want to go? You explained your background, but what made your decision? Because not all players want to coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was very fortunate. So my father was a high school girls basketball coach and a boys basketball coach. He was my coach in high school, and I grew up from, I have photographs and just memories of being in the gym constantly, and loved the game, and just being around, and the opportunity to be a part of a team, I think, was always enticing to me. And so I kind of had it in my blood a little bit, just from living it, and it worked well for me, and what was my love. And I've got notepads when I was 10, 11 years old of me drawing up plays, and maybe we'll see one or two of those show up this year, uh, but so it's always been something that I've enjoyed and kind of strived to be, and just have found a passion for doing.
And what is one of the biggest things that you try to instill into your players?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think the fact of the matter is people, number one, you got to realize when you're part of a team, it's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the girls that from time to time, but sometimes we get everything revolves around me, but you have to have a service heart of like, hey, I'm here to do something bigger than what's myself, and we can take that and kind of learn as we go about our life, but I think that just be willing to be a part of a group, and be willing to understand that you're going to be surrounded by other people that have kind of the same mindset, and you can learn a lot from them and have a great experience. And so that's kind of one of the things we've been kind of pushing.
And what better place to do it than in Hawaii?
Oh yeah, it's
right.
A beautiful, great opportunity to not only be on a basketball court, but we've been out in the community a little bit. We've been out on the island showing some of these ladies there's more than just downtown, and getting them some great experiences.
Yeah, and bringing in 15 new girls. It's basically a new team. What is your biggest vision for this team?
That's a great. Let me tell you, this is an unbelievable start. I was really kind of things are about the way you perceive them, and I was really like, oh my gosh, we got 15 new people, but it is a new beginning, and so I'm really kind of shifting my focus of like, it's not a burden, it's really a great opportunity that we have 15 brand new people that are coming in with the same goals, same mindset that we have of growing a program and moving forward. But yeah, it was difficult and I really appreciate all of the young ladies that have kind of put trust in me, and the fact of, we are starting something new. And I think that was very enticing to those that were, willing to come. And they could have very easily said, new coach, brand new team, I'm not going to do that. But we found people that with the same mindset of being part of a group, coming in, having a great experience, and being competitive, and being competitors, and they kind of embraced that and ready to run with it.
Yeah, and I think the environment that you're making, the team room looks unreal.
Thank you.
Your guys' practices, you guys look like you're going hard in practices. And then you brought in Haley Misaki from last year and Callie Jackson. Let's talk a little bit about the decisions to do that and what those two coaches add to your coaching staff as well.
Yes, very fortunate to bring Callie Jackson. She's from Kentucky as well. She played for a friend of mine, and was looking to get into the business, and my buddy said, you got to give this young lady a chance, and I'm extremely glad that I have. She's a go-getter, and really bringing that competitive spirit to our practices and to our team, and bringing a wealth of knowledge, because she was a fantastic player at a extremely kind of NAIA powerhouse at Georgetown College. So, she brings a lot of wealth and knowledge. Haley Misaki, anytime that you have a fantastic young lady that's local, that knows the game of basketball, that loves the island, loves the university as a graduate of here, that's a no-brainer. And so really excited the fact that she gets to continue sharing her knowledge, sharing her love for HPU women's basketball with this group of young ladies. And then lastly, I don't want to leave out Avery Carter.
Avery,
Yeah, Avery, another alumni. So really excited. We have two alumni here. I think that shows a lot about the university, a lot about the pride in the program. And so really excited that she gets to stay on staff, continue, and help a program out.
And Kyra and Abbey, let's talk a little bit about you guys are Kyra, you're from here, being a local from Iolani. Your perspective on the team and coming back home and playing in front of Hawaii fans for your last year of eligibility. How does that feel, and putting your faith in Coach Gibson?
Yeah, so he has a lot of trust in me, and I trust him, and it's so special to be able to come back and represent my home state and play with these new girls. I feel very honored, and it's special to end my career where it started.
Yeah. And for you, Abbey, California's been home for the last 5 years, 4 years? Well, your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Picking Hawaii, what made you pick Hawaii, I guess?
Yeah, I think I just kind of wanted a new experience. And coach mentioned like when we were being recruited, like he wants us just to like have a good team experience and like be a part of something bigger. And so that was like really appealing to me.
Yeah. And I guess what's one thing that you guys have learned from Coach Gibson and your team so far? You guys start official practices Friday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
But you guys have been doing a lot of preseason stuff. So what's one thing that you guys are looking forward to going into season that you've learned from both Coach Gibson and your guys' teammates?
I've learned that open communication is key when building a new program and building a culture. Coach Gibson does a great job with having open communication between the coaches and the players. And I know I can go in his office and really ask any question that I'm wondering, and he has a listening ear and will answer it.
Yeah, I feel like he's taught us to be like really positive with a new team. Like there are like some like growing pains and stuff, but with like being positive and just like every day, like getting like a little bit better. That's been like something I've learned.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but before we go, Hawaii Pacific University Athletics is sponsored by Suihiro Electric. At DSE Hawaii, we are dedicated to consistently providing work in the most efficient manner. With over 3 decades of experience and expertise in the electrical industry under our belt, we have worked tirelessly to ensure that our performance represents our company mission, providing customer value. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Sharks Weekly on Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760. Still joined by head coach Gibson, along with Shark players Kyra and Abbey. So Kyra, let's start with you. Decorated high school career at Iolani, right? 2 state championships, the Walter Gu Award, leadership honors. Looking back, what were some of the moments that shaped you as a player that you're able to bring over into college today?
Yeah, it was really just my teammates and my coaches around me that helped shape me into the player that I am. And Iolani's motto is one team, so it's really, the culture is really built on unselfishness, and it could have been anyone's night, any game. So really just supporting one another is what made me the player I am today.
Can you talk a little bit about what the Walter Gu Award is?
It's just athletic and academic excellence.
Okay. And then let's talk a little bit about those 2 state championships. How you felt the first one and then repeating it the next year, right? Mm-hmm. How did that feel to be a part of that team?
It was so special. The first year we were never projected to be the top team, so we really were the underdogs, which helped motivate and push us. And the next year, we had a target on our back, so it was new. It was a different experience, but we just had to stay consistent in our work ethic and just had to be dedicated to the process.
Yeah. And you said earlier you had played soccer as well?
Yeah.
So how did being a multi-sport athlete help maybe teach you and like were able to bring that into the basketball as well?
Yeah, so at Iolani, I did play basketball, volleyball, and track, and every team dynamic is definitely different. So playing for those 3 sports really helped shape how I interact with my teammates and how I can be a better teammate. And
so it sounds like, Coach, we really got to get this Olympic Sharks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm going to have to get with the other women's coaches here, and let's get a volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball challenge going on here. I would love to see some of these cross athletes see what they can do in some of these other sports.
Right? You got to try out right here.
I feel like we have the upper hand right now with that background.
And then Abbey being 6'1".
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your journey. CSUMB and then Sonoma State. Obviously, Sonoma State, their athletics closed down. So what made your choice coming to HPU so clear?
Yeah, I mean, when coach reached out, I just thought of it as like a great opportunity to be with like a new group of girls, new coach. I really wanted to be part of like a foundation. And so, yeah, and then it's a beautiful place. I love Hawaii and I love living here, and yeah.
What's been your favorite part about being in Hawaii? You've been here about maybe couple 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah, I honestly really like my teammates and I love the girls. And we're all kind of new, so it's been fun like exploring the area with them. And like they're just such good people like on and off the basketball court. So
Yeah.
that's something I really like.
And then, how has your transition been, both personally, academically, and then balancing basketball as well?
Yeah, I feel like it's been a pretty smooth transition. I've obviously like have experience with being like a college athlete. So like basketball wise and like academically, things are pretty much the same. The only big difference is just like the location and like my new teammates. And like I said, my teammates are super nice, super great people. And the location obviously is very nice.
And how's biology, right? Biology major. How is that? I know that HPU is kind of known for our biology. So how has that degree program been for you?
It's been great. I really like the human health science concentration, and balancing it is definitely a lot, but just with like time management and support from like my coaches and like our professors here and stuff, it's been pretty good.
And then Kyra, let's go back to you. You've talked a little about Chardon State, right?
Shadron.
Did I say it? Okay, Chardon State. How was your experience there?
It was definitely different. It was a culture shock at first, like the new weather and the new food, but I've gotten to know so many different people, and the people really make the place there because it's only a town of about 12,000 people, so you really get to know everyone around you, and it's great.
And the weather?
Yeah, the weather was definitely crazy. I survived a windstorm and a snowstorm. It got to negative 40s, so that was crazy walking to practice in the snow. Won't have to do that ever again, though. Thank God.
And you're currently getting your master's, right? What are you
Yes.
getting your master's in?
I'm getting my master's in public health.
Yeah.
hmm
And I guess my biggest question, what made coming home such an easy, well, it seemed like an easy decision for you.
Yeah,
Was
no,
it?
it definitely was. Yeah, it was my first choice for sure. I never really thought about any of the other schools that reached out when I was in the portal. Once Coach Ray reached out, it was kind of a no-brainer, and now my family doesn't need to travel 3,000 miles to come watch me play. So
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be pretty nice. Coach, I actually am a little bit curious about building this roster. We talked about bringing in 15 new players. How was recruiting as you obviously were working through the hiring process, trying to get the job, put together a competitive roster for the next year? And what were some of the things that you were looking for, both obviously on the court, but personality-wise in these players?
Yeah, it kind of what the challenge there is the fact of I really appreciate the president and Dr. Snell giving me the opportunity to start reaching out as soon as Coach Alvarado made the decision to move on. But it was a hard sell because I was not named the head coach at the time. So I am working with people like Abbey. Luckily Kyra was already on board here. But working with those, I'm not the head coach. I can't promise you I'm going to be the head coach. I'm planning on it, and fortunately it worked out. So it was a challenge, and you just kind of have to keep pushing forward. My plan was to be here one way or the other, because again I live here in the islands now, and I was not really planning on moving forward. I was either going to be at Castle helping out, or I was going to be here at the head position. So fortunately, I am where I'm at. But it was about just building relationships with them and selling them on the fact that we're going to do something great here. It's going to be a great experience for them. We're going to put a competitive team together, and we're going to start something that's going to be fantastic and that people will want to be a part of. And that was the sell. It's just really pushing the culture that we're going to create, what we're trying to do, and then just really working on trying to get some commitments from some people. And we're very fortunate, especially with these two. With Abbey and Sonoma State, it's a terrible situation that she was put into. But when I was talking with her, it's like, you're putting this happened to you for a reason, and what that reason is, we don't know at the moment, but this is a great opportunity. And so I appreciate her seeing it as an opportunity to come out and have a great experience. And and we're able to add her with leadership as well as experience. Same thing with Kyra. With 15 brand new people, we had to find some people with some experience that were ready to go, and then work on our mix from there. So we were able to find those experienced players first, bring in a couple of junior college transfers that had some experience, and then fill it with some freshmen and some underclassmen as well.
Gotcha. And then I guess Coach brings up a pretty good conversation topic for our two players here, where, Kyra, I'll ask you first. Kind of early on, you said this is where you wanted to be. What was the experience like as HPU was going through their head coach hiring process, and obviously the relationship with Coach? What did that mean throughout the process to just give you comfort knowing everything was going to kind of be okay?
Yeah, so Coach Gibson definitely took me in with open arms and really just made the process really easy, the transition, and I really appreciate that. He was in contact with me while I was still up in Nebraska, just texting and calling me, so I just really appreciate that.
And then Abbey, kind of similar deal, except as he's talking to you, saying, I'm planning to be there. I can't promise. What was going through your mind, and what gave you the trust in him that was able to build that relationship to eventually get you here?
Yeah, I feel like during the recruiting process, I just appreciate that he was like so honest in saying like he doesn't know, but he plans to be here either way. And then just with like his constant communication of like just reaching out, phone calls, like checking in like periodically, it just like, I don't know, it made me feel comfortable knowing like he was going to be here either way.
I love that. Building trust early on and honesty. And then I guess my question for you, Coach, is how do you see their leadership and their journeys being a big influence on their team? Obviously, Kyra's from here and Abby's from Sonoma, but you had mentioned them bringing that leadership. How do you see that being implemented on your team?
I think there's so many unknowns with where we are right now, just to be completely honest, with 15 brand new people, and just being able to, know and have the confidence that they've been down this road before, as far as facing challenges throughout the year, hard practices. Listen, we're not going to play our best basketball every night, and we need people that have been down that road before and fought through it. Both of these young ladies have, and I know when it comes down to it, I can trust and know that they're going to give their best efforts. They're going to give the leadership that they need to the rest of our team, and be kind of a voice of reason and a voice of calm, that hey, we're gonna get through our hard times, and we're gonna celebrate our good times. And they've been down the road before. What it boils down to, they've had those experiences, and the fact of the matter, they had the heart for being part of starting something new. And when I know that those people have that heart for that gets us in a good spot.
Love that. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, but before we go, Hawaii Pacific University Athletics is sponsored by Pepsi Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Pepsi, create more smiles with every sip and every bite. We'll be right back after the break. All right, we're back on Sharks Weekly. Still talking HPU women's basketball with head coach Gibson, guard Kyra, and forward Abbey. Coach, let's talk a little bit about your community events that you guys have been doing. You volunteered at the Lo'i Patches, connecting with young athletes at your elite camp, and now this weekend you guys are doing Special Olympics. Let's talk a little bit about why that is so important to your team and what you're trying to do there.
Yeah, we talked about is this is not just about basketball. It's about young people coming together and realizing it's not always about you, and finding ways that you can help those in your community, and expanding some experiences that you have that you can take as you move forward in your life. And for us, we're very fortunate here that we have situations where we can get out and work in the Lo'i Patches. We went over to Luluku Farms over in Kaneohe, and had a great opportunity for our ladies to get out and have an experience that they've never seen before, and so was really excited to get over there and let them get on the windward side a little bit, and see something different. Here's the thing. You kind of laugh a little bit, but like a lot of our athletes have mopeds, and so the ability for them to get at the windward side sometimes, or maybe out west or on the North Shore, is difficult. So anytime that we can we can get and expand their opportunities here on the island, we're looking to do that. And so this was a great opportunity for them to get to the windward side, get to see something a little bit different, but also get to help out and see what makes this place special. It's not just playing basketball here. We definitely respect the land, we respect the people, and they kind of got a great grasp of that. And we appreciate Luluka Farms allowing us out and kind of sharing some of that knowledge with them. And we had an elite camp this last Sunday. Fantastic, great opportunity for us to have some of our local players out. High school kids got to see some great talent at all levels, underclassmen, upperclassmen, and so really appreciated that group coming. Really excited for a lot of the young people that we saw, and we're really looking to expand that as we go. So, with our season started, we're kind of getting into the gauntlet of our season, but looking to expand the game any way we can in the springtime with other camps and some of those things, and then this coming 2 Sundays we'll be over at Iolani working with the Special Olympics and their basketball tournament. So always excited to give these young ladies opportunities to see where they can help and just realize it's not about them all the time and how they can help in our community.
The only reason I was laughing is because that was your first time in the Lo'i Patches, Abbey. For someone that has never been in the Lo'i Patches, right? The mud, and then you have these crawfish. Were there any crawfish?
I don't know if they're crawfish.
Let's look.
We
did not see any, and they would probably
been freaked out.
But.
Oh, well, how was the experience for you? All the mud, and you really got to get down there and get to see you getting dirty and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I've never done anything like that before. But going there and just being completely immersed into a new experience was really cool.
That's the only reason why I was laughing.
Yeah,
there are these huge crawfish that will just chop your toe off.
I was happy to. We did not see any. I was really happy that the players didn't see any because they would have been running probably.
Yeah, probably. And Kyra, how was that experience for you? Have you been in the Lo'i Patches?
Yes, I have.
So kind of helping your teammates through that and kind of being more of the leader in that situation. How was that experience for you with your teammates?
Yeah, it was great. It was really fun to give back to our community and to have them learn more about the Hawaiian culture as well. And we even took a tour down to the stream as well, and we saw even more Lo'i Patches over there as well. So that was also really fun.
Right, and the whole fish pond, I feel like that whole area has really become a cultural spot for Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Have you been there recently since they did all that?
Not recently, no.
Yeah, so it was a good experience for them all around, right?
It was great opportunity for them to see and experience.
And Abbey, how has your experience been? Kind of experiencing the Hawaiian culture. It's a little different, right? So how has that been and for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's different, but all the people I've met here have been so nice and so welcoming. And so I feel like the people being so welcoming, that's helped a lot.
Yeah. And Coach, what is the biggest message that you're trying to send to your community and kind of your support system that follows you getting these players out? We talked about it's not just basketball. So what is the biggest message that you're trying to send to the community?
The biggest message is we have some fantastic young ladies here in this program, and really all of our sports programs here at HPU. And we have a tremendous group of young people that want to serve, and we have a tremendous group of people that want the experience. And so we hope that we can share some enjoyment of watching basketball and seeing a high quality of game, but also too we want to let our supporters know that we would love to work with you and find out where we can assist in our community. And we've been reaching out to our alumni and some other groups as well. Is that this is not just about us on the basketball court. It's about us as a community. We want to any way we can to engage in our community. We want and vice versa. We would love to have them out and create those relationships to just foster a great environment, not only for our players but for our community to be able to get behind somebody.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to ask the players, where you guys have experienced other programs before, how does the community service with HPU, kind of compare and contrast to maybe work you've done before? Was it like this in your other programs? Was community service pushed this much? And if so, was it the kind of the same type of, giving back in camps, or was it in different ways? Either one of you, I'd just love to hear. I guess I'll go Abbey first. You've experienced a couple of colleges.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely worked like elite camps before and done community service. But here I feel like it's really about us like experiencing a new area and like getting really connected with the community. And I think this program has more of an emphasis on community outreach. And so that's something I really appreciate.
Yeah, at Chadron, community service was emphasized a lot just because of how small the town was. So we did this thing called the big event where all the teams went to a specific household or area and we helped around with that. But the community service here is more specific and tailored to like the Lo'i, like we went to the Lo'i. So yeah, and I'm actually really happy that I got to work in elite camp finally because the ones up there always happened during the summer. So I was back home.
And I guess for that elite camp for both you guys were once those players, right? How did that feel, kind of giving back to a sense like, hey, maybe these guys will be where I am one day kind of situation? How did that feel being able to be that role model for them?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'm not used to being, a leader or role model, but it's something that I have to step into now, and that's how they're going to view me. And I knew some of the players at the camp, so it was great just seeing them evolve throughout the years.
Yeah, I mean, I love coaching, so I liked working the elite camp. And it was nice, like, trying to help out the players with, like, I know some of them probably felt nervous or, like, playing in front of a coach can be kind of scary. So I just kind of wanted to help some of the players, like, get comfortable so they can, play their best.
And my question for both you guys, coaching in the future, you said yes. So let's talk a little bit about that and where you see yourself with that in the future, coaching-wise.
I mean, career-wise, I want to be a position assistant when I'm older, but I definitely want to, like, coach a team or coach on the side. I've worked, like, coaching camps before, like, summer camps, like, every summer, that's something I do. And so, yeah, I just like helping younger athletes and, like, trying to help them get to where they want to be.
What about you, Kyra?
Yeah, I definitely also want to be in the healthcare field like Abbey. Not sure what yet, but PA is definitely an option as well. Coaching, I wouldn't mind helping out, but I don't trust myself as a coach, like at the college level, high school level.
I think there's a need for women coaches, especially in basketball. No offense.
No.
No offense.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's why we've surrounded ours, with the Avery and Haley and Callie. But again, both these young ladies would do a fantastic job, and their leadership skills can if they ever choose to be a coach, for sure, no doubt about it.
Yeah. And I guess for both of you guys, what is the biggest goal going into this season? Personally.
Right now, it's to get back on the court. I've been out for a little over 3 weeks. So just trying to stay dedicated to the process of recovery and going to all my PT appointments, even though it can be boring. But yeah, just staying dedicated to get back.
I think personally, I want to bring like a really good team culture and help our team really get to a place where we're just trying to get better every day. We're working every day and we're really consistent with like the effort we put in. And so I think just bringing like a positive, good team culture and helping everyone have a good experience.
Yeah.
Is something I care about.
Coach had talked about what he wants to see your guys' team identity as. What do you guys as players hope to see your guys' team develop into, and like something that you guys want to be known for in this season and in this conference?
I think we definitely want to be known for our dedication to the process and to try to build a culture that is a backbone. We also just want to instill trust in one another as well, because that's also what helps teams be successful.
I think we want to be known as like competitors and people who never give up and play every possession like as hard as they can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I guess we're going to take a quick commercial break. But before we go, Hawaii Pacific University Athletics is sponsored by BSN Sports. At BSN Sports, we create exclusive, personalized solutions for your program. From custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fanwear, branding, and more. We do it all. We'll be right back after this break. Wrapping things up on Sharks Weekly with HPU women's basketball. Still joined by head coach Gibson, Kyra, and Abbey. So, Coach, let's talk about goals, mindset, and the growth that we want to see from you guys this season, or that you want to see from your team this season.
We're kind of just getting started. Officially, our first day of practice is tomorrow, so we're really excited, for that. And we haven't sat down as a team. We were going to wait to this week to be like, all right, what are our real goals now that we've kind of had some time with our group together? Really 15 new people. We wanted to get some time, and then we're going to work on like really putting our goals down this week. But we want to make the conference tournament. We've missed out a couple years now, so I think that's a great start for us. So like, let's get to the conference tournament, and then anything can happen. And so I definitely feel we have a group that can make that work. We can make the tournament. We can be in a run for a Pac West championship, and if we do that, we'll be in great shape. And talking about the expectations with that is we've got to be aware that next week we're not going to be playing our best basketball, and even 2 weeks away, we have a brand new group here. It's going to be kind of, I think it was Kyra that mentioned it, it's committed to a process, and we're playing the long game here, and when we have a matchup here in a few weeks, and we're not going to be at our best, and that's okay, because when our best is going to be required in February, March, and that's when we hope to be there.
Right. Let's talk about that matchup in the next 2 weeks. UH.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition game. So we talk about seeing growth. What are some of the small things that you want to see from this group that you can build on going into February and March?
Yeah, well, really excited to go across the street here and get a chance to play over in the stand. We're gonna take that opportunity and see, like, kind of what Abbey mentioned earlier, is we want to be competitors. Are we going to go into across the street over there and compete? We definitely know that they are a fantastic group. So successful. She's done a great job over there, and it's going to be a great challenge for us to kind of see what we're made of. See who is going to step up to a challenge. See who is going to kind of face adversity head on and be willing to accept that we're not going to be perfect, but we're going to keep striving. We're going to keep giving our effort. We're going to keep doing the little things we need to do to be successful for our long-term program.
Yeah. It's going to show who's got that grit and resilience.
No doubt about it. I feel like we got a great group of that, and it's really going to be great to see against somebody else besides ourselves. I've seen these young ladies are really working extremely hard against themselves. They're pushing each other. They're challenging each other, and here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to get to see it against somebody else. So I'm really excited, and I think that they're gonna be very pleased with their effort as when that happens.
And Kyra, playing in Stan Sheriff, right? How is that going to be for you, that feeling, being able to play?
Yeah, hopefully I'm cleared by
sorry.
that game, but it's going to be great playing back there again. Even if I'm not on the court, I want to make sure that I'm a voice off the court, because I think that's just as important.
We actually got a text question about this as well, and if you ever want to get in on the conversation, you can shoot us a text at 808-888-KGU1. That's 808-888-5481, and it's for Kyra, where the exhibition coming up against Manoa can hear it here on these airwaves most likely. Have you started to smack talk at all with a fellow Iolani grad in Jovi Lafotu? Do you guys have a relationship still? What's your relationship kind of like?
No, we never smack talk to each other ever. If we do, it's just out of fun, and yeah. But we've never done that. And I seen her over the summer because she wasn't cleared yet, but the Iolani alumni came back to play the Iolani team, so we got to catch up. And it's gonna be really fun seeing her again. seeing her out and competing.
That should be a decent amount of Iolani spice in that game overall, because you guys are not the only ones from the Raiders. Coach, another question from you from the text line. With so many new additions, we've talked about it, 15 of them on this team. How important or vital are the two returners in Serenity Santos and Alana Roberts in the process of kind of starting to make everybody coalesce together?
You know, it's going to be a different system than what Coach Alvarado has run even when I was here. But going with Serenity and Alana just being here is, I think that they can kind of vouch for me. I've kind of leaned on them to vouch for me as where my heart is, as kind of the way that I do things, or what, you know, they can kind of go to the two of them and kind of what to expect from me on a daily basis. And again, it's always different when you are an assistant coach versus the head coach. But the two of them have been great as a sounding board and a voice of like, oh, here's what you can expect from Coach. Here's the kind of the way he does things, and kind of here's what to kind of go with him.
It's a good answer. I like that answer. Just one more reminder, you can always shoot us a text at 808-888-5481 to get in on the conversation. About 5 minutes left here. There's still plenty to talk about the upcoming season.
4-2-2-2-2-2-2. I'm just joking. Coach, I guess my biggest thing, what is like two things that you're excited about? Whether it's you've got some height this year, your forwards coming in and shooting percentage from the 3-pointers. We didn't see much of that last year. I feel like what part of the games are you excited to see this year?
You know, that's a great point. You know, great question. And it's a lot of unknown still. I think that we do have some people that can shoot the ball extremely well. And even our bigs with Abbey here, like even Abbey with her height and the way she can play down low, she's going to have the ability to step outside, shoot the ball, and really spread out the offense. You know, we get Kyra back there. You know, not only can she get to the basket and kind of run offense for us, but she shoots the ball as well. So you kind of hit the nail on the head with being able to shoot the ball. We hope to be able to, you know, get up and down, apply some pressure, make things exciting on the defensive end, and kind of definitely want to take pride in our defense. Get up and down, create. You know, it's fun. It's fun to watch that. It's fun to play that. But we're also going to be very balanced because, like I said, Abbey's going to be able to shoot the ball. We have Alana Roberts back. She's going to have a larger role in the post for us than she has in the past couple of years, just the way the offense will be designed.
And I guess Coach Alvarado last year was more of a defensive coach. He focused more on the defense. How do you define yourself as a coach?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a great question. You know, I think Coach Alvarado very focused on the defensive end, ran a lot of dribble drive. We'll do things a little bit differently. I definitely have taken, you know, a lot of what he instilled on the defensive end here, and kind of and just amped it up a little bit if I can, and added some of the things that I know. But his focus on the defensive end has helped me and adding some wrinkles on our side. But for me, you know, I'm more of an offense guy. I like scoring. You know, I love defense, and defense wins, and I'm 100% for it. But you know, I like shooting the basketball, and so I hope some of that rubs off on these ladies here, that they love getting the basketball in the basket and putting points on the board.
And ladies, is there any team that you guys are excited to face going into season? You're smiling over there, Kyra. Is there anyone that you're really looking forward to face going into Pac West Challenge or season schedule?
Yeah, definitely Chaminade.
Yeah.
Just because I know a couple players and obviously the coach. It's going to be really fun.
What about you, Abby?
I'm excited to play Chaminade too, just because I've heard like there's some like rivalry there, maybe because they're so close. But this is like a new conference for me, so I don't know too much. Yeah. But there are some players I know scattered around too, so I'm excited for a lot of those games.
And I guess for both of you guys, I know Kyra, you said that you're recovering right now, but what is the biggest thing that you guys hope to leave a mark on this season? Both you guys being seniors, Abby with the potential to have a 5th year, but what is one of your biggest marks that you want to leave and biggest area of growth that you want to see?
I just want to play every game like it's my last because I really don't know when it'll be my last game. And since it's my last season, I just want to go out there and compete and try to, I guess, teach the other players, be a leader for them and just be a shoulder to lean on if they need anything as well.
Yeah, kind of same thing. I just don't want to have any regrets. Every practice, like, work really hard, just leave it all out there on the floor. In any way I can make an impact. I'd like to do that.
Love that. That's a wrap on Sharks Weekly. Huge thanks to Coach Brent Gibson, along with Kyra, Tanabe, and Abbey Hadsell for joining us today. You're listening to Sharks Weekly, broadcasting live from Manoa, powered by DSC Hawaii on Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760.